Okay, back again, back again. I was talking about earlier about the undrafted, what you're going to call undrafted free agents, meaning you didn't get drafted, but you have a chance to become a free agent into the NBA. One of the biggest, and I don't know who was advising him, and I'm Team St. John's University all day. You guys who've been following and liking and been following me, you know where I'm from. So I'm Team St. John's. RJ Lewis, please tell me who was advising you. You was the Big East Player of the Year. Yes, you had a bad game. You had a bad game at the most important time in the NCAA tournament against Arkansas. All eyes was on you. But I gotta say this again. Please tell me who was advising you, because I'm totally confused on this. You entered the draft. No, let me step back, because you entered to the NBA Combine. You could have went back to school. You were being told that you were going to be a late first round, second round at best. Some of them was saying no, straight second round. Why would you stay in the draft? That wasn't a good business decision. You could have been one of the most highly sought after, you got to call it because it's a business now, free agent college basketball players, and got one of the biggest NIL deals. You was the Big East Players of the Year. Who wasn't going to take you? You showed your wear. You showed what you can do. So you decide to go and stay in the draft instead of returning back to school. So you didn't even get drafted now. So now you signed a two-way contract. Man, that could have waited. Went back to school, got significantly paid, paid, but you decided to stay in the draft knowing you was going to be a second round. So now the results is that you are on a two-way contract. That's not adding up. That's not adding up. If you look at my last videos I talked about, what did I say? A lot of these players were not going to get drafted or make it to the NBA. You ride this NIL money out as long as you could. So that's why I want to know who's advising you. You had a bad game, which I think Rick Pitino should have rolled with you. Let's comment on that. I need some comments. I need some feedback on that, because I think you go down blazing with who got you there. I kind of didn't really like that, Rick, what you done. You should have rolled him out. But I don't understand this still. Now, I think you're going to make it. I think you're going to make it. You want to know why? Because you're on a two-way contract with Utah. No disrespect to Utah, but Utah don't get no big-time free agents. They never had. All their stars who became stars for Utah, they were drafted by them. Nobody is going to Utah. There's nobody. That's not just the case. Nobody is going in free agency to Utah. They get the type of players that they draft and the type of players who's on their last leg and trying to make their way back into the league. So I really think you're going to make that team. But for the life of me, I just don't understand the move. I don't understand that. Good luck with everything. That's my take on it. Break It Down Sports.